Hello Pucatraders, my name is Wilson and we are doing a Modern Masters 2015 draft. And looking at this pack, there is a couple of very strong cards. There's Dismember and there's Nameless Inversion. And if you've seen my stream at all or seen any of my other Modern Masters videos, you know that I force Spirits. I think they are the best deck possible that you can draft in Modern Masters 2015. I think that you will consistently get a winning record. These are Swiss drafts, so we will be playing 3 rounds. And I think Nameless Inversion is where the okay Spirits decks become the best Spirit decks. And because you can Soul Shift into them, you can do so many different things with them. Nameless Inversion triggers Waxman Baku and Thief of Hope. It's just a great card. And it's removal spell. It could be a pump spell. It's great. Here, so in that pack also there is a Dismember. I believe there is also a Moonlit Strider, and we hope that this one will wheel because we are going to be taking Arrest. Arrest is a removal spell. The other card that we would be fine to see wheeling is Plague Rusaka. Plague Rusaka is a very good part of the Spirits deck, but Arrest is very good. The one issue with the Spirits deck that we may encounter is getting too many premium 3-drop cards. 3 is really important to Spirits because you have things like Arrest, Oblivion Ring, Waxman Baku, Thief of Hope, Blinding Soul Eater, just all kinds of variety of cards, and sometimes you even get the, Ghostly Changelings or Grim Afflictions that you want to play too. But we're going to take Arrest here. It's a fantastic removal spell, and we are happy to pick it up. Alright, here is where we see no Spirits, but that's okay. It's probably just because Spirits weren't open in this pack. Sometimes it happens that way. So we're going to take the best white or black card. And, Scavenger Drake is very, very good. Mighty Leap is okay. Dread Drone, we would rather play with Scuttling Deaths than with Dread Drones. We can take a Scavenger Drake here. The cool thing with Scavenger Drake is that you can, pick up things like Dread Drone and sacrifice creatures to make it bigger, and it's just a big flyer. But the other cool thing is that you have things like Moonlit Strider, and Moonlit Strider can give this protection from a color and flying and give it a +1/+1 counter, and then Soul Shift something back, and maybe it's a Nameless Inversion, and then you can kill something else and get it another +1/+1 counter. It's a good card. It's not great. I don't want to play this in my main deck, but we will. All right. First tough call here. There's a Necroskitter, which it's good. It's good. But there's also Waxman Baku, and we got to take the Waxman Baku. I don't think Necroskitter is better than Waxman Baku in this deck. And with this deck, I just said that 3 is a hotly contested drop, and this is a, double black spell, and it's a 1/4. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it. And we're not in the market of, killing things like Nameless Inversion, sure. We're not in the market of killing things. We're more in the market of pushing things out of the way so our Spirits can get through. But we're going to take Waxman Baku for sure. And now this is an easy Thief of Hope. Cameo of Ancient Law is a very good card. It's, just a bear. It's also a Spirit. And bears are also very good in this set. There's a bear here. This is a Gray Ogre, but I don't know. 2/2s for 2 are very good in this set, because they can take down things like Thief of Hope. But we are definitely taking Thief of Hope. Thief of Hope is fantastic. Now here's a Scuttling Death. Pick up the Scuttling Death. It's either that or Otherworldly Journey. And I think I'd rather the Scuttling Death just right now. Just securing those and making sure that, no one else sees Spirits, no one else sees them open. And we just are the only Spirits deck at the table. Which we usually are. Sickle Ripper is great. It's either that. Sickle Ripper can sometimes get into main decks where Shrivel is just a great sideboard card. But potentially picking up a main deck playable over a sideboard card is pretty good. Perfect. Moonlit Strider wheeled out of our pack with Nameless Inversion. So obviously Dismember did not wheel, but getting another key part of the Spirits deck. Passing a Cameo of Ancient Law is kind of a bummer, but we'll see another Moonlit Strider here. Bam, there we go. See, we are the Spirits deck. It's great. We just get it all. And, suddenly they're like, oh my gosh, Thief of Hope's was amazing. It drained us for like 6, and yeah, Waxbane Baku just like was kind of like a 3 for 2/2 overrun. Just tap all their creatures and get in there. Also fogs creatures, so going Waxbane Baku into Moonlit Strider is pretty cool because now you have ways to protect your Scuttling Yes for getting through for 4 damage a turn. The only thing I would consider playing here is a Waking Nightmare, but it's not very good. So I think I'm just going to take this Fairy Mechanist out of the draft to, I don't like Fairy Mechanists. I don't like playing against them. I think they're just great value. So we'll keep taking these out. I don't think I've ever run Mighty Leap in any one of my Spirits decks. It's not a card that I want to be taking a 2-drop slot up for. That's sort of things for like Nameless Inversion, Sickle Rippers, Cameo of Ancient Laws, Otherworldly Journeys, Raise the Alarms. Those are the kind of cards that we want to play. Mighty Leap is not one of those kind of cards. Alright, so we have 3 very unplayable cards and 1 very good card. I mean, it's probably like a C, probably just like a C. I don't know, maybe a C minus, more on that scale. But, I'd rather take that than, an unplayable, just actual unplayable. And even decks that want those kind of cards, like, they are usually the worst cards. So I'd rather just pick up something that I could possibly play for my deck. Summerwild Hover Guard over a Waking Nightmare. Yeah, I just don't want to play against flyers. Especially flyers that can just like, 1 blue mana for a 3/2 flyer. It's like, yeah, that sounds fantastic. I want a Delver of Secrets that I could just play in the late game. Just bam, Delver of Secrets, already flipped. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Okay, now I'm going to take a Mighty Leap because Core Duelist is pretty bad. And unplayable Commune with Nature. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, we are definitely the only Spirits deck at the table. So we're going to get, just insane things like Moonlit Striders. Like, we'll get the Scuttling Death, we'll wheel, because we're going to take this Pillar of Sleepless. This is another 3-drop that takes up the slot, and it's actually very good. It's actually, I would say in this deck probably A+ range, because you get to kill a creature, and usually you just slam this on 3, and even on like a 2/2, you slam this on the 2/2, and it's just like, okay, you have, the entire game it's going to deal 6-7 damage to him, which that 6-7 damage is huge in the Spirits deck because, you get to just push the other little bit out of the way. You don't even have to get too fancy with it, and just end up killing him out of nowhere. So yeah, we'll take Pillar of Sleepless. It's very, very good. Also very, very good is Devouring Greed. I usually like picking these up, later in the pack. Obviously, they'll wheel, but just getting one now and making sure like everyone sees there's no spirits. There's, I am taking all the spirits. We're totally cool with that. Someone sees something like this late, it's like, oh, maybe spirits is open. I'm gonna slash that. It's like, no, you go hard spirits. And Devouring Greed can at times just be a fireball for like 10 or 12 and very easily just kill them out of nowhere. Just be like, oh, you're at 12? That's great. Devouring Greed, you're dead. So yeah, we'll definitely take Devouring Greed. Now I'll take a Sunlance. Sunlance is great. I'm not sure about the Scavenger Drake. It's slowly getting pushed out. We're getting a lot of 4-drops. But anyways, yeah, Sunlance Sunlance is very, very good. Usually just like a, lightning bolt to a creature. And like the creatures here, like you can definitely lightning bolt them. Not this, but like something like that can be lightning bolted, and that, and these things, and Fairy Mechanist can get lightning bolted, and all kinds of things can get lightning bolted in this set. Not this guy. This guy before he gets pumped up. Yeah, we'll take Sunlance. I can't say many bad things about it. I think it's a very good card. Against a mono white deck, it's a pretty bad card, but you don't see mono white decks. And we will snag another Scuttling Death. So kind of hard passing a Gorehorn Minotaur. This is a 3rd pick Gorehorn Minotaur, which is going to be a 4th pick Gorehorn Minotaur, which is going to put someone in our right in red and see, just solidly like, yeah, you can be red. I don't care. We deal with Gorehorn Minotaurs very, very easily. What with, Waxbane Bakus and Pillar of Sleepless and Arrests and not so much Nameless Inversion, but maybe Nameless Inversion plus Sunlance deals with Gorehorn Minotaurs. Usually don't want to do that, but yeah, we'll take this, definitely. here is a tough pick. It's between Dusk Hunter Bat and Tezzeret's Gambit. And this is really tough. Because Tezzeret's Gambit just says a 3 mana, pay 2 life divination for a Spirits deck is great. You just draw a little bit extra gas and you can just, again, kill them out of nowhere. And the 2 life is not bad because it's, we have things like Thief of Hope and Devouring Greed and, things of that nature. So, the 2 life can be gained back. It's no worry. The other one is Dusk Hunter Bat. Dusk Hunter Bat is very good with Otherworldly Journey because if you, swing in with it, deal a damage, then Otherworldly Journey it in your second main, it comes back in your end step as a 3/3 because you get the Bloodthirst plus the +1/+1. I'm going to take the Tezzeret's Gambit. Ah! Yeah, it's, really, either one is fine with that. And here it's between Sign in Blood and a Conclave Phalanx. I'm not gonna hate a mana leak, and it's good seeing things like this going late because this is a bad card. Well, I mean it's a good card. It's just it's bad against things like us. But yeah, I think we'll take the Sign in Blood for right now. Conclave Phalanx is okay. And Sign of Blood may actually just replace the Tezzeret's Gambit. We're looking like we may be heavier black than white. So it's kind of pushing this out of the way. There's a Thief of Hope. So, we're doing it. Now, this Nameless Inversion is just getting insane. Because now we have 2 Scuttling Deaths. We have 2 Moonlit Striders. And 2 Waxbane Bakus that can all soul shift into this Nameless Inversion. Yeah, that's pretty sicko. Here there is nothing, so we can take an Evolving Wilds. It makes our Sign of Blood better. Yeah, nothing else here is really interesting, so we'll take the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, there seems to be a red-blue deck open that we are not interested in. We could take this Everflowing Chalice. We could also just take this as a Boiler Works, but I mean, like, them playing Repeal and Vapor Snag against us is so bad. Because we have things like Waxbane Baku and Thief of Hope, and, yeah. These cards are just really bad against us. And, we don't care about these, so, yeah, we'll take the Everflowing Chalice. I don't know if we're going to play it or not, but, we can put it here. I mean, it makes the Tezzeret's Gambit better, but things with Everflowing Chalice is, like, you want to play Everflowing Chalice on 2 to skip you ahead to 4, and we really care about 3, so it's not the best card for us. We haven't picked up a Otherworldly Journey yet, so I'm going to pick up this Apostle's Blessing. I do want to have either an Apostle's Blessing or Apostle's Blessing plus Otherworldly Journey or 2 Otherworldly Journeys. But Apostle's Blessing is very good to have just in the deck. And we'll also take a Conclave Phalanx. Again, the same thing. Actually, no. This ramps you to 4. So what you do is you play this on 1, you crack it on 2, it jumps you up a land, so then you start playing your 4 drops. So we're not super interested in that. We're more interested in the Conclave Phalanx in case we play against like the mono red decks. Now we'll take a Shrivel. Shrivels, they're good to have. I'd like to pick up in pack 3 at some point, like a Tarashi's Grasp, or maybe we can get one late here. It's very good to have a couple Tarashi's Grasps in your board, and then cards like Deathmark and Celestial Purge are also very, very, obviously very good sideboard cards. I'll take the Steady Progress. As far as cards that are where the guy is touching the ground in the picture, Steady Progress is the much better one. Death Denied, cool. And Thrive. Yeah, Thrive. So, Death Denied, yeah. I mean, it's an arcane spell. We have 2 Thief of Hopes and a Waxbane Baku to make arcane things good. I mean, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. We're going to just play the Spirit deck. Now, here's the real question. Do we take the Restless Apparition and wield the Long Forgotten Gohei? It's kind of a long ball. And I think that we can deal with it because I think Restless Apparition is just a hair better than Long Forgotten Gohei. Long Forgotten Gohei makes, your whole deck better, but it needs other cards to make it good. While Restless Apparition actually just by itself can win the game. You can just turn it into a 5/5. You can persist with it. You can get it through with Moonlit Striders. You can get it through with Waxwing Bakus. You know, you can pump it up and then Nameless Inversion it to make it into what, an 8-2. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very good. With Long Forgotten Gohei, it's good. It's very good. But we're going to take Restless Apparition, and I think we're going to wield the Long Forgotten Gohei. It's going to be kind of wild. This is kind of wild, too. There's a Pillory of Sleepless and a Thief of Hope. I'm going to take the Pillory of Sleepless and wield the Thief of Hope. Celestial Purge is also very good, but we're going to take, the really insane card over the card that is actually really insane for us, but I don't think anyone else is doing this. So we're going to take this Pillar of Sleepless because it's just bananas. So there's the Trash's Grasp I was talking about. There's a Death Mark, which is also very good, but also 2 sideboard cards, and we're going to take this Moonlit Strider and just, pushing this Scavenger Drake off to our sideboard and just start making the most streamlined possible Spirits deck we have ever made. So there's a Spectral Procession and a Waxmane Baku. So here's the wild thing, is that the Spectral Procession is good. It's very, very good. However, it also doesn't have any real synergies with our deck. It's not an arcane spell and it's not a spirit card, so it doesn't work with these. We can sacrifice it to Devouring Greed. That is true. But then there's also a Waxmane Baku, which is just ridiculous good. I think we're going to take the Spectral Procession. I think I would be not too far out of my realm to think that the Waxmane Baku will wheel. There's Sigil Blessing and, Cathodians and Spiders and Rebirths and Slaughter Masters here that other people can take, but I don't think they're going to be taking this. We will take the Spectral Procession. Not many good cards in here, but that's okay. We've been picking up some insane cards. I'm glad that I picked up this Evolving Wilds because we went gold card, triple white card. So this, if we just have triple white, is great. If we, have a single black, we can, I don't know, we can do a lot of cool things. I'm glad we picked up the Evolving Wilds. Make our mana a little easier. Here, there's not really any good cards in here. There is a Narcolepsy, which is fine. I think I'm going to take the Fortify because we picked up the Spectral Procession, but I don't see playing it unless something crazy happens. We'll take a Canvey of Age to Law. That's a really good pickup. It's a really good good late spirit. That's also just a, very good card. So yeah, in. And there's a Thief of Hope. So I can almost guarantee that we are wheeling that Long Forgotten Gohei, unless there's one other Spirits Drafter that just hit Long Forgotten Gohei, Thief of Hope, Waxmane Baku, and it's just like, yeah, just doing it. But I mean, we are just actually doing it. There's a Death Mark. So next pack should have our Long Forgotten Gohei. Bang. There we go. There we go. See, if you have a little bit of hope, good things will happen. So I think we are also going to be getting another Waxmane Baku and a Thief of Hope. And that's really exciting. So there's a Thief of Hope. And a Waxmane Baku should be in this pack. Gosh, if we just call shot all these. I don't know. It's pretty great. Life's pretty good when you just have it all. No Waxmane Baku in this, but I don't think Waxmane Baku is in this pack. I think it was in the next one. But we'll take... I don't want to even take this Sign in Blood. I'd be much happier taking things like this just out of the pool. There's a Moonlit Strider. That's pretty good. Another Moonlit Strider. I think it's better than Ghostly Changeling. We already have infinite 3-drops. And, okay, I don't think the Waxmane Baku is going to wheel, but that's okay. We'll take this Darksteel Citadel and this cat. Cool. So, yeah, I think we did it. I think we did it. Yeah, I think this is a very, 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 very good deck. It looks weird, And it looks like we just got it all, but I mean, we really forced it. We forced it, and we got paid off. I'm kind of bummed out we only have one Waxwing Baku, but like that's okay. That's okay. We got 4 Thief of Hopes and a Nameless Inversion, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I got to take out one more card. I think it's gonna be a. I kind of want it to be the Sickle Ripper, maybe the Apostle's Blessing. At our lands, 8/8. I love it. I love it. I love it. I will see you all for round 1.